Welcome back to Post Time. The first round for Delaware Sire Stakes has taken place for 2013. So let's find out which trotters and which pacers have gone into the winner's circle as first state champions. These Delaware Standardbred Breeders' Fund Finals all boast a hefty purse of $100,000. First, let's see the 3-year-old filly trotters in action. And it was Starlit Eyes, fresh from a wire-to-wire victory in last week's $20,000 prelim. And she was overlooked this time at 18-1, posting a 158-3 victory from the tough 8-post.
They're at the top of the stretch now. Starlit Eyes comes off the turn leading by a length and a half. It's Starlit Eyes. Down the inside now comes Country Romance coming through the stretch. Starlit Eyes has the lead. Country Romance to the inside. Starlit Eyes trying to get there. Starlit Eyes in front.
Starlit Eyes, a daughter of CR Commando, is owned by Winback Farm, along with trainer Steve LeBlanc and breeder Jeff Franklin. Driver Ross Woofenden was at the controls.
All right, down here in the winner's circle, coming from the outside to a victory. And Steve LeBlanc, your trotter has certainly come on the last couple of weeks. What's the difference?
She just matured over there since last year. She was making some breaks last year and came back this year much more mature, much sounder, and she's really responded well.
Well, she did very well last year, finishing second. Now this year, the last 2 starts, she's gotten right to the front. It appears that she likes it up there.
Yeah, she's really got good gate speed. She's really learning how to step off the gate, and that made the difference tonight from the 8-hole. I wasn't too happy to see that on the draw, but it worked out okay tonight.
What did Ross think? Ross Wolfenden, the driver, he's been in a lot of races from the outside, and he's been in a lot of these $100,000 finals, so you had a lot going for you.
Yeah, he told me his colt kept drawing the 8-hole every time in the finals last year, so he's used to it, you know. But he did a terrific job, and I want to congratulate my partners, Joe and Jeff, and this filly's really turned out great for us.
Thank you very much, Steve LeBlanc.
Next up in our DSBF coverage, it's the sophomore filly pacing event with Bags of Stars making a 3-wide move and taking home the winner's share in a speedy 152-4 victory.
They come to the top of the stretch. In it to win a fortune. Bags of Stars on the far outside. KJ's Caroline waits for the passing lane as they come off the turn. In it to win a fortune. KJ's Caroline coming down the inside. Coming through the stretch. Bags of Stars on the far outside is going to get up. Bags of Stars.
Bred and owned by Joel and Diane Halpern, Bags of Stars is a daughter of Roddy's Bags Again. The pacing lass was driven by Ron Pierce and trained by Ben Stafford. Now it's time for the trotters, starting with the 3-year-old high-stepping colts. With Triple Command winning a DSBF final last year at age of 2, and now in 2013, he adds another big victory with a 158-4 clocking.
Solo Command just made a break. That gives the lead to Triple Command, who opens up 2 or 3. Casimir Briefs on the outside. Royal Briefing coming back after being bothered. They come to the top of the stretch, and the leader is Triple Command by 3 lengths coming through the stretch. It's Triple Command. In second is Royal Briefing with Command Flight. Triple Command is in front. Then it's Royal Briefing and Command Flight in 158-4.
The son of CR Commando is owned by Richard Lombardo and Josh Green, who's also the trainer. Guiding Triple Command to victory lane was reinsman Ross Woofenden.
Ross, yesterday you did it from the 8-hole. This time you had the horse that really figured on paper. He raced well. You're moving on the outside, and unfortunately for the rest of the field, they got caught up in the break. How about your horse? Was he really coming strongly?
He was doing it quite nicely. I wasn't too worried about it. Hats off to the crew that go with this horse. They've come a long way. He wasn't that great early, and he's kept him trotting, kept him on his feet, and he's rewarded them.
He certainly has. When you look at a race such as this, last week in that preliminary, 3 of you raced very well. Were they the horses that you really were concerned about?
Well, there's always horses you're concerned about, but yeah, that was a pretty grueling last half. We got tired, all got tired at the end. Actually thought he was beat, but he stuck his nose out and got it.
Now for you, I'm sure you were a pacing man for a long time, and in recent years, last year you had the final, you had a horse that was unbeaten, and this year, here's 2 finals, both on the trot.
Yeah, they're both trotters. The last one was a good one because me and Les owned it together. That's always a bonus. But I mean, any win in this race is a good win.
Well, thank you very much.
Finally, for our 3-year-old pacing boys, it was the Bettor's Choice Artistic Director, scoring a 152-4 victory in the rich final on closing day of the Dover Downs meet.
124 midway on the final turn, and Artistic Director on the outside up to join Hot Roddy. Those two are heads apart at the top of the stretch. It's Artistic Director on the outside, Hot Roddy and Artistic Director farther out. I like them trashy coming. Artistic Director's in front.
Driven by Corey Callahan, Artistic Director, a full love, Art Director's first crop, recorded his 4th consecutive victory of the meet. The talented youngster is owned by Kovac Stables, who's also the breeder, along with Tina Clark, whose husband Bobby trains the pacer.